next Pokemon TCG set is around the corner, and these cards could skyrocket when it lands. This is not financial advice, this is just my opinion. First card on the list is Wimpod from Paradox Rift. Now, what's so special about this card is, guys, it looks like it's a lobster. Someone in my comment section, let me know what exactly is it. It looks like a lobster. I don't know. Anyway, this is one of the connecting cards to EX Paradox Rift. As you can see, that lobster or beetle or water beetle is underneath the water and fully evolved. So Wimpod is going for $5 right now. They are approximately 239 in the market. It's pretty. That's quite a bit. Quite a bit. Now, is this the most attracting card ever? No, not really. However, the fact that it's a connecting card should stand enough, and the fact that it's only $5 right now, easy pickup. The high of this card was once $9. So can this go back up? For sure. Will it go down? I doubt it. $5 seems like the stability, the stable point of this card. And this is Wimpod from Paradox Rift. Card on our list is Alolan Dugtrio. You can get this card for $6.29. It had a high of $14.26. There are approximately 332 copies on the market. Now, this is a very, very unique card. Is this card and also Pinsir? You have the backdrop of the clouds. That art style is amazing. Even you can see the flowers on the bottom. And of course, you can see the Dugtrio with wigs on. Very unique card. I actually bought a couple copies of this card, maybe 3 or 4, when it first jumped for about $8. It was around this time. And I actually just sold one along with my Paldea Evolve ETB at a pop-up shop about 45 minutes away from my house. And I've noticed I had a bunch of cards that I was going to turn in. This was one of the cards that was actually picked that the vendor seemed to like. So that gives me an idea like, hey, this card might have something in the future. Now you can get this card again for $6. That's a great price. If you on the market, it's gonna be like this for a while. Do I see Surging Sparks reprinting? To be honest with you, I don't think so. I don't think so, especially after having been released again in certain stores. I think this is it for Surging Sparks. Good looking card, very unique in itself. This is a Alolan Dugtrio from Surging Sparks. Swoobat from White Flare. Now, I talked about this card last video, and I got my copy in person, and this card is gorgeous. I mean, so underrated right now. You can get this card for about $9 right now. It's actually coming down, but it's up for the month. This card is Rising. This is probably my favorite pick out of all these cards. Swoobat from White Flare. There are 46 copies on the market. That is not a lot, guys. If I was you, I'd get me at least 2. Swoobat from White Flare. And what's interesting about this card is that it reminds me of Latios. I mean, come on, guys. Don't you see the resemblance? Next card on the list is Cryogonal from Black Bolt. Now, what's interesting about this card is that it's an icy card. I know there's collectors out there that just collects icy cards. Not a lot of them, maybe 5, 6, maybe more, but it's not a lot. You can get this card right now for $5.06. There are only 68 copies on TCG Player. Black Bolt and White Flare right now are good places to look for cheap singles. Just because the set just came out and also Mega Evolutions came out, so it just gives it just enough time for the price to go down on most of these singles. Next card on the list is Kangaskhan from Destined Rivals. Now, quick story with this card. I actually got a copy of this card for like $9. The cards never came up. I went on my messages. I gave the seller a long message on where's the card at. He gave me a bogus answer and said that the post office was not sending the mail and they were shipping it to a different post office for them to send it off. Now, was that a red flag? Absolutely. Did it go over my head? Absolutely. I end up going on the seller's information and read the previous reviews. And let me tell you guys, there was at least 5 or 6 different customers saying that their packages never came. Guys, before you buy anything on TCG Player, please take your time and read the reviews and don't be like me. Whenever I'm buying the cards on TCG Player, I always put on the option to give me the cheapest prices versus the most protected one. I know, it's silly. But look, I'm all about cheap prices, getting them as cheap as I can. Now, granted, I've ordered a ton of cards on TCG Player. This only happened to me once, maybe twice. Actually, twice. The first time was Crown Zenith packs, but I should have known then. But this is the second time it happened to me. But anyway, Kangaskhan from Destined Rivals. As you can see, this card is very unique. Early gen Pokemon. You know, it's iconic. I love the background. I love the clouds. I love the mountains. The trees in the back. You know what I mean? You can get this card right now for $13, and it is rising fast. Oh my God! Look at the 1 month. It was at low at $9, and now it's shooting up. And as you can see, there's been a lot of volume. 67 copies sold on October 3rd, which is quite interesting. So can this come back down? Absolutely. Just because it could be manipulated just a tad bit. There are 184 copies on TCG Market. Quite a bit, but it's dwindling down. Kangaskhan from Destined Rivals. Watch how these perform over the next 3 weeks. I'll track them here on Hollow Index. Subscribe to stay ahead with the Hollow Watchers before prices move. I'll catch you on the next one.